Hello and welcome to another episode of Top Deck, the series where we take a look at some of the leading TCG deck lists. Today we have Hector Lopez's first place Invoked Mekk-Knight list, and this one has some really cool stuff in it. So we'll start off by taking a look at the deck. I'll run quickly through his matchups, and then we'll bring him on to have a quick chat. So, for the deck, 1 Dogoran, triple purple Nightfall, 2 Indigo Eclipse, 1 Gamma-Seal, and 1 Kumungus to round up the kaiju count for the main deck. 1 Red Moon, triple Blue Sky, which is your double searcher, pretty cool. Triple Alistair, and a healthy lineup of hand traps with 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Ghost Ogre, and double Veiler as well. Then 3 Instant Fusion, very cool card in the deck. 1 Raigeki, double Knowledge, triple Desires, triple Mind Control, 3 copies of Terraforming, 2 Invocation, 1 Secrets, and double Meltdown. So we'll get explanations on these ratios when we have a chat with him, because they are a little bit unusual, so you might have some queries about them, but I'm sure he'll be happy to explain his thoughts behind them all. So for the extra deck, we have Elysium, double Macabre, that's pretty standard, then 1 Magellanica, so this you can use to make your rank 8s, which is cool, and sometimes you do want to banish an Earth as well. Then 1 Purgatrio, 1 Millenniumized Restrict. This basically allows your Alistair to go off unchecked, because you instant fusion into this, and then when an Ash Blossom or a Veiler or a Ghost Ogre would be activated, you're able to just equip that monster to this card and then negate the effects of monsters with that name, which is quite cool. Then we also have a Thousand-Eyes Restrict, 1 Hope Harbinger, 1 Lancelot, so you can make rank 8s with the Mekk-Knights, which is cool. Then a Borreload, a Saryuja, the Mekk-Knight boss monster, which is Mekk-Knight Supreme, Spectrum Supreme, sorry, 1 Decode Talker, 1 Underclock Taker, and 1 Clara and Rushka. For the side deck, a final kaiju to be added in, Thunder King, then triple Chaos Hunter, 1 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, 3 Cyclone, double Typhoon, this is really cool, it's definitely worth asking him about that, then a triple Dimensional Barrier, 1 Judgment, and 1 Warning. So we've got a full tournament report here. I'm just going to run quickly through the rounds. So round 1 he played against Pendulum Magician, the FTK build, and 2-won them. Round 2 against Paleo he went 2-0. Round 3 against Invoked Mekk-Knight he went 2-1. Round 4 against 60 card Dino Shadol he went 2-1. Round 5 against Pendulum Magician 2-0. And round 6 against Invoked ABC went 1-1, so actually a tie in the final round there. Pros of the deck, he says, it breaks boards really easily, and you OTK thanks to the Mekk-Knights and Purgatrio and Underclock Taker all working together really well. MVP of the main was Instant Fusion. I bet a lot of people didn't see this coming when you bring out the Millenniumized Restrict, which is cool. And MVP of the side was Typhoon. Again, definitely a huge surprise for your opponent when you manage to trigger this. So let's bring on Hector and have a chat about the deck.
Any ideas?
Okay. Hi Hector, how are you doing?
Hello, you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very good. Very good. It was a good weekend.
Yeah, very good. Getting first place, that's spectacular. So, you took Invoked Mekk-Knights. Why did you choose this deck?
Well, the reason that I choose this deck is first is because it interrupts a lot, and actually you need to do that to be able to not die very quickly, or to not being fighting over to somebody that already set up a board that it will be unbreakable for you. So then there it goes. This deck likes to go second. It is not so bad to go first. And because of that, let's say that you lose that dice roll, so then you will go second normally. So that's fine. Then you will go first, because they will make, if the opponent is intelligent, he will make you go first. And then you set your traps. But and then the second time you go second again, because you like to go second. So you have advantage even if you lose the dice roll. So it's awesome. Like.
Yeah, that's really cool. And so you went with So it's not just like invoked hand trap sort of thing. You went with the Mekk-Knight engine. Did you find that it performed well?
It performed very good. The best part that I like from this is that I see a lot of leads going around, but nobody seemed to take it seriously, the instant fusion part of the deck. And it really helps you a lot to not being interrupted when you're starting doing things, and also help you break boards with all the 1000 are restrict and millennium are restrict. They are like incredible. The best card was instant fusion this weekend.
Cool. So yeah, we've seen. So it hasn't been really popular in the UK, I think, instant fusion. There was a list, I think, at Bochum that played instant fusion where they would bring out Kaliga and use that to make rank 4 monsters. So with your deck, is it more focused about bringing out the restrict monsters and then linking them into something like Underclock Taker?
Correct, that's the idea. The idea is not only that, it depends what is happening. If you're going fierce, it also helps you, because you just put it, let's say you have Alistair and instant fusion. So you go instant fusion, bring the millennium, so you go Alistair without worrying to be negated, and then you link them both to Undercloak Taker. It doesn't matter really, it's only for protecting you the invocation search.
Yeah,
and
but that's a really good option to have.
Right, it's a Mekaba, and also they know that, they can maybe take out the Mekaba, but they will leave the Undercloak Taker for me. For next turn, I have it for use its effect. So it's a double treat there.
That's really cool, yeah. I think the rest of the deck is quite standard. I suppose you've only played the one copy of Secrets because the deck is quite small. And you don't want to make the deck any bigger, right?
No, I didn't. I did want to make it, because it's 44, as you know. It's not 40, but it was making it purple.
43? Is there meant to be another meltdown in here?
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's 2 meltdown. It's fine. The reason that I picked 2 meltdown is because it's terrible when you draw 2. Because it doesn't help you to set up columns. Because you need to set up columns, and that's why also I'm running Secret. Because Secret will make you, if you draw it, it will make you stop 2 columns at least, because you go 6 at Secrets, summon a Mekk-Knight, then you flip Secrets, get the other card, Knowledge, set in another place, so you enable 2 columns at the same time. So that's important.
That's really good.
And that's the same with Terraforming. Terraforming, you prefer to see a Terraforming than a Meltdown. But if you draw a Meltdown, you can also set up a column.
Any ideas?
Yeah, you will do it with Alistair, but if it go through. But then at least Terraforming allows you to do that.
And other things from the main deck. So you played Kaiju in the main deck, which some people haven't been playing them recently. Did they work out okay?
Yes, but I think that the correct ratio is 3, and maybe I will take it to 2.
Okay.
Yeah, but I hate drawing the dinosaur one. Yeah. Because it's too big, so I put it the other side. I am struggling to pass over it. Yeah. But the other 2 are fine. And only against True Draco, against that matchup, I put the other Kaiju that I have inside and the Slumber.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they were very good. And that ratio for 3 on 44, you only see it 1, and that's it. And that's enough.
Yeah, that's cool. So the hand trap lineup is pretty standard, I think. Was there any one? Would you change the number of hand traps, or change which ones they were, or are they all good?
No, they were perfect.
Okay.
They were perfect. I think the triple Veiler is true that you can use it twice per turn, but your worst matchup is I think Trickstar. Because it's true. Yeah, they can put. They put you a lot of pressure, burning you very quick. Yeah. And because you add a lot of cards with Invoke, with Invoke, and also with Mekk-Knight. Yep. They will kill you very fast. Okay. Yeah. So it's not. That's why it's like Veiler is not so good in that matchup.
Yeah. And would you ever consider some of the more obscure the different hand traps like Droll Lockbird or I don't know, Gamma or something? Or do you think these are the best ones?
I think this is the best one, but only because I always have the reason in this game you have to plus to win.
Yeah.
So that's the reason that I run also 3 Pot of Desires, because it's a +1 and you want to see it in first hand.
Yeah.
And the same reasoning against the hand traps. Ash is normally a 1/1, so that's fine. Ogre is the same. It was always a 1/1.
Yeah.
And Baylor is kind of the same, but that's why it's go to 2.
Because sometimes it just doesn't.
But then, sometimes it's not like that.
Yeah.
And also it's very 3-star. It can outplay that, and you will minus. So that's why I don't like it so much. Okay. But then Droll is terrible because they say that you Droll, you stop him, but this deck actually needs them to set up something to let some cards in the field so you can set up columns and start special summoning the Mekk-Knight. But Droll will not allow you to do that.
Okay.
Because they will stop, and they will need you a blank space, so you cannot do anything.
Yeah. Okay. So it's very much you need your opponent to actually play so that you can play then.
Correct. There are ways to set up it without him playing, but that requires you to draw instant fusion hand, or try to link something to put one and then set up with a magic or something like that. But it's difficult going first. Yes.
And otherwise, are there any changes you would make to the main deck, or was it all working out well for you?
Maybe I will take out one Caillou, but I really don't feel it so terrible. To have it, it actually never make me lose again to having 2 Cailloux, because at the end, in the worst case, now you tribute in the opponent's side, and then you put the other one in your side, and that's it.
Yeah,
and you have one more body to attack.
Yeah.
So it's not so bad.
Yeah, and that makes the dinosaur a bit better, right? Because you can give your opponent the weaker one, and.
Correct. That's why that was the idea around the dinosaur one, but I always draw that one. Never Gamma Shield. It was actually in the first game I drew Gamma Shield. I made me win that duel. Yes.
I mean, it's okay to draw Doggerun, right? Because it's a fire, so.
Yeah, well, true.
But apart from that, it's not too great. But that's fair enough. For the extra deck, did you ever miss the second Purgatrio?
Once, but really not so much, because either way I win the game anyway. Not really. It's really normally you will do the Purgatrio and you should win in that play. So you don't need the second. Yeah. Really. That was the most difficult part of building this deck, the extra deck. It really made me suffer.
Yeah, it's very tight. And you played Magellanica. Was that good?
Yes, because sometimes you have a monster that you cannot run with the fire one and not with Mekaba, and because you don't want to. Or sometimes when you are in the resource game, when you go, and actually in the final match that happened, I summoned all my invoked monsters. Because
it does
happen, and also sometimes there are airs that you want to vanish from the grave. Yeah, like Mesuki, for example.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's really good in having the different attribute invoked monsters is really good in things like the Lightspawn match.
Yes, maybe the only one that if I take that one out, the reason also is level 8 for the XYZs, but if I not will put it, I will take it for the water one.
Okay.
If I see more people playing totally awesome or things like that, because it helps you to get rid of run into the and and yes, that gives you advantage.
And also, it's I think it's untargetable, right?
Yes, it's untargetable. Yeah, it's actually it can and it cannot be destroyed by battle, if I remember correctly. It cannot be targeted, yes, and it cannot be destroyed by battle. I don't remember perfectly, but yes.
I think that's right.
Yeah, it's very difficult to get rid of.
Yeah, it just becomes really good in that match. How was the extra deck for you then? Because you said it's very difficult to fit everything in. Was there anything else you considered changing, or was the rest of it really good?
I wanted to put one more Underclock Taker, because for your purpose to OTK in the first play is awesome. It's really awesome. It's Alistair Mind Control, and then you Underclock Taker, and then you zero out the other monster, and then you attack with everything you have. So normally summoning blue sky is pretty much that you're going to summon the other two that you add. So that's 20, 23, and 24. 25,
Yep.
sorry. And 24, it depends on which one you pick. And then you go Underclock Taker, use 1,000, and Invoke Monster is 1,000 at least. So yeah, you go more than 8,000.
Yeah, that's really cool. And for the side deck, so you played Chaos Hunter. Was this for the mirror match and for Lightsworn?
I never used it in the mirror match actually, because I think that. But I'm not sure. But in this point, it's because you say it's not so popular. I actually have a mirror match, but people don't know how to play it properly. I think. So I have an advantage in that side, and also my opponent in the 2 round that he was playing also the same. He was a good player, but he only used 2 instant fusion.
Okay.
And he didn't draw it in the last game. I always draw it, so it's like it gives me the advantage because it allows me to go free without hand traps interrupting.
Yes. Yeah, that's really
So
important.
that's why. But the Chaos Sorcerer, it was only for Trickster. Trickster.
Okay.
Because it's terrible. So I actually was thinking to put something else against them, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's it's quite good against them, but it struggles to because you have to do that discard, and as you said, you want to be plussing all the time. In order to win.
That's my philosophy of how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I always want to plus and draw.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it just Chaos Hunter does take away from that a little bit, which is unfortunate.
Yes.
The rest of the side, Cosmic Cyclone is fairly standard. You played Typhoon. That's an interesting choice.
Yes.
Was that good?
Actually, I wanted to play 3, but I wasn't sure to take on one Cyclone because that's what I was, or maybe the Judgment. Actually, I will take out the Judgment and put the Tier Typhoon.
Okay.
You really want to see your hand against True Draco and against Pendulum. It's so good. It's so good. It's really good card. It's underrated in this moment.
Well, you've heard it here first. Pick it up.
No, it's very good. So, for example, if you destroy what they are targeting with Electromite, it's a very good play. If you, for example, that actually happened to me in the 5th round. I was playing against Pendulum player. So he tried to Cerberus, I Ash it. Actually, Ash is very good against that matchup also. The people say it's not so good, but it also stops some other plays that you need to stop. So, for example, in that case was Cerberus trying to search, I don't remember what it does exactly, but a special, right? A special. So I Ash it, then he tried to Wisdom Eye, I Ogre it, have 2 hand traps, and then he set up another scale and tried to Wavering Eyes. And from that point he will kill me because probably he will set up something good, and I didn't have much traps because I already -2 with 2 hand traps. So then I Typhoon him and he almost cried. It was like so bad. Like
also,
yes,
I guess in that matchup it doesn't matter if you draw multiples because it's not unlike Ghost Ogre and Ash. It's not a once per turn.
Correct.
So
and
cool.
Also in the worst case scenario, you can set it in your field, right? If you go, you have to be aware that you have to not have the spell and traps. That's the thing. Yes, but it's very good. And also I actually don't put it for Pendulum. It's good against Pendulum, yes, but that wasn't the reason. The reason behind it was because I was afraid of True Draco with Imana Wisdom. So we were testing with my friends in locals, and when he summons Imana, he go crazy. He go Desires, Pot of Duality, Car of the Mice, and then he set up a big board, and it's difficult to get. The Kaijus help you against that matchup also. That's why I still keep it there inside. Because tributing with a Kaiju to any True Draco monster, it really hurts to them. So, but those Typhoon is an interruption that they don't expect. And when they try to go greedy, trying to do this I don't remember the one that draws or
Heritage.
any True Draco card. Yes, that one or to to the field spell, right? Whichever
yeah.
of the two.
Diagram. Yeah.
Yes. Right. Because they don't expect it. Because they are so confident of their monster protecting them.
Yeah.
And they don't expect the Typhoon. They read it like 3 times when they see like, what is happening here?
Yeah, that's quite funny. Yeah, definitely worth trying out Typhoon then. And you said you'd probably cut the judgment for the third one.
Yeah, really, I don't know, never liked so much. And in this format that there's 3 stars again, I'm very scared of that matchup.
Yeah.
But you paid 4,000 and then it's so easy for them to burn you for that.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, I really don't see that point. But I needed one. The reason that I put those 2 trusts going fierce against True Draco also, because if they normally they set 1 card and normal summon a monster. If you negate that summon, it's pretty much game over.
Yeah.
Because it's a -1 for them, but it's a -1 that will set up their plus that they were expecting.
Yeah.
If you do that, it's very, very hard hit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's everything that we need to cover. Are there any other comments you have on the deck, or changes that you think you'd make apart from ones we've already said?
The only thing there was also the inclusion of the XYCs, because I also never see people running the second one. It's Lancelot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's theoretically was good. Never it appears once.
Yeah.
I put it to negate. It was against. I think it was against the Pendulum player,
Yeah.
so he cannot, because I think it was in the same game that I was telling you the 3 negations. So at the end I attack because I didn't have much monsters to attack.
Yep.
I attack and I put that. So he cannot continue playing the game because he was like pretty much top decking. So anything that he top decks, it will be negated.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, it stopped you there.
And would you keep Lancelot in then, because it can negate anything?
I will keep testing it. And the other one is what's the name of the Link one? That 2 girls.
Clara and Rishka.
Clara. That was against anti-meta. Just in case you happen to like that. So you mind control it and then you do Link 1 and then you do, because it's first caster. So you go knowledge it. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah. That's
or
really
you
cool.
just link it. It depends whatever you want to.
Would you? Yeah, and also, if you're in the situation, I suppose you could make Invoked Elysium with it as well.
Correct. Actually, I never thought about this. Well, good point. I never think about doing Elysium with it. But yes, it's a good point. Actually, it's a monster.
I'm a big fan of Elysium just because I've resolved it a lot of times.
Actually, poor Frog player. He set up me a board of Mr. Boy, Toad, and then with the help of Instant Fusion and Alistair and Double Invocation, I Elysium him, and that was it. That was because he was expecting to get resources from the grave, but he couldn't because I banished everything.
Yeah. That's really
very
insane.
good. Yeah, it's very good card. It's really very, very. I don't know why it's worth a pound. It should worth more, but okay.
You only need 1, and it's.
It doesn't matter. It's a secret. At least £2. Come on.
Yeah, probably 2. Okay, great. I think that's everything we need to cover. Are there any shout-outs you want to make?
Yes. First of all, to my wife. She always supported me with this. She likes me actually to play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's different. And she's beautiful. It's strange. Strange things that happen in life.
Very lucky guy.
Yes, yeah. Actually, yeah. Also to the Swindon community here in UK. They these 2 years that I'm living here in UK, they always help me with this. Everything. Sean, Hanif, Darius, all these people, Robert, Brian, all those guys were amazing with me here.
Yeah.
And also the community in Arequipa, Peru, where I come from. So to my 2 slaves, Arnold and Jotita, Marcelo, and everyone there. Yeah, all show for them and helps for the support also.
Cool. Great. Well, thank you very much for coming on.
For you to let me send my deck here.
Wait, any time you top, feel free to come on, or if you get close to topping either. But I'm sure
Okay.
you'll be in the top positions again in the future.
Excellent. I will.
Congratulations on getting first place, and good luck in your future events.
Okay, many thanks.
Alright, thank you. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching this episode of Top Deck. If you have any comments or suggestions that you would like to make, leave them in the comment section down below. Check out the description for details of how you can get involved in this series. You can enter by voice interview, or instead you could just send all of your information over Facebook Messenger. Anything like that will be absolutely fine. If you want to see anything in particular from the upcoming series, then be sure to get in touch, and I'll see you guys in the next video.